Because alcohol lies to us.
Alcohol lies to us.
Alcohol causes damage in the brain. Even a little bit of alcohol causes damage in the brain. It disrupts something called white matter. So gray matter, nerve cell bodies, white matter, nerve cell tracts. So white matter is the highways in your brain that transmit information and impulses. And even a little bit of alcohol has been shown to disrupt the white matter in your brain.
Do you even know what alcohol is really doing inside your body? Not just the hangovers, not just the pounding headaches. I'm talking about what it does to your heart, your brain, your recovery, your sleep, your hormones, and your entire future. Most people convince themselves that a glass of wine here, a couple of beers there, is harmless. But the reality? Every single drink you pour has a measurable impact on your body. And the data proves it. Welcome to the ageless protocol. Weekends and holidays equals to hidden danger. Whoop tracked millions of people last year, and the #1 most logged behavior wasn't exercise, wasn't meditation, wasn't even caffeine. It was alcohol. And when do people drink the most? Weekends and holidays. In December alone, Whoop members reported drinking on nearly half of the days, 44.1%. During holidays, alcohol consumption jumped almost 47%. And Saturdays are the disaster zone. Nearly 60% of users reported drinking on Saturdays, with the average member putting back about 3.6 drinks in a single day. It doesn't matter if it's just the weekend. Whoop's data proves that every single drinking session tanks your body's recovery the very next day. Timing is everything. You think you can just down a couple of cocktails, crawl into bed, and sleep it off? Wrong. Alcohol doesn't just vanish when you close your eyes. It has a half-life of 4 to 5 hours, meaning it lingers in your system far longer than you think. Whoop's data shows that the closer you drink to bedtime, the harder your recovery gets crushed. If you stop drinking 9 hours before bed, your recovery only drops by about 1% per hour. But if you keep drinking into the danger zone, 4 to 1 hour before sleep, recovery tanks by about 3% per hour. That's the difference between waking up feeling alive versus dragging yourself through the next day like a half-functioning zombie. Every drink makes it worse. Here's where things get brutal. Whoop discovered a clear, linear trend. Every single drink makes recovery worse. One drink pushes your resting heart rate up by 1.3 beats per minute. Your heart rate variability, a key marker of how resilient your body is, drops by 2.4 milliseconds, and your overall recovery score plummets by 4.2%. That's per drink. 1 drink already sets you back. 2 drinks double the damage. 3 or more? You're in free fall. There's no safe zone. Your body feels it every single time. Hydrate or pay the price. On top of that, alcohol is a diuretic. It literally drains the water out of your body. Whoop's data shows just how much hydration changes your recovery. Members who drank alcohol but stayed hydrated woke up the next morning with an average recovery score of 55%. But members who drank and didn't hydrate, their recovery dropped to 50%. That's a 5% difference just from failing to drink water. If you're going to drink, at least stack the odds in your favor. Finish earlier, drink less, and hydrate like your life depends on it. You can't manage what you don't measure. Whoop doesn't guess. It shows you the exact impact of alcohol, sleep, stress, and daily habits on your recovery. And right now, you can get a free Whoop device with a 1-month free subscription. This is your chance to track your body, expose the truth, and start making smarter choices. Link is in the description. Alcohol's silent damage you never see coming. We've already smashed the myth that a few drinks is harmless for your recovery. But that's just the beginning. Alcohol isn't only wrecking your sleep and energy, it's quietly attacking your organs, hormones, and even your brain every single time you drink. And the scariest part is most people don't even realize it until it's too late. Your liver can't keep up. Think about this. Your liver is the one organ fighting to clear out alcohol every time you drink. It's powerful, even regenerative, But it's not invincible. Heavy drinking starts with fatty liver, deposits that clog up and inflame your liver. At first, that damage is reversible. Stop or cut down, and the fat clears. But keep pushing it, and your liver lays down scar tissue. That's cirrhosis. And once you cross that line, the damage is permanent. Doctors used to think cirrhosis took decades to develop. Not anymore. Whoop-era data and hospital records show people in their 20s and 30s already landing in the hospital with cirrhosis. That's end-stage liver failure before you even hit your prime. Brain chemistry hijacked. Ever wonder why you need more drinks now to feel the same buzz? That's alcohol rewiring your brain. The more you drink, the more your brain adapts, building tolerance and craving. Dopamine, stress hormones, even your receptors shift until you need more alcohol just to feel normal. And the rebound is brutal. Stop drinking suddenly after your brain has adapted and you feel anxious, shaky, nauseous, restless. That's withdrawal. It's your brain begging for the poison it's gotten used to. So the next time you think, "I just like a glass of wine to relax," remember, it's not relaxation. It's your brain demanding the chemical it's been trained to depend on. Alcohol and cancer, the connection no one talks about. You've heard the old lie, red wine is good for you. Total garbage. Modern research is crystal clear. Any amount of alcohol increases your cancer risk. Breast cancer is strongly linked. Gut cancers are BBVous. Alcohol is literally traveling through your digestive tract. Liver cancer is self-explanatory, and yet the alcohol industry still markets booze as a celebration essential. I mean, they're selling you cancer in a glass, wrapped in pretty packaging. Your gut is leaking. Here's something most people never consider. Alcohol destroys your gut. It literally makes the lining of your intestines more porous. Leaky gut. That means toxins and bacteria that should stay in your gut slip into your bloodstream, messing with your brain and immune system. Add that to alcohol's hit on your microbiome, the good bacteria in your gut, and you've got a double strike against your health. Feeling bloated, moody, inflamed? Don't just blame food. Alcohol could be wrecking your gut from the inside out. Hormones on fire. For women especially, alcohol is chaos fuel for hormones. Struggling with menopause symptoms, hot flashes get worse, mood swings intensify, sleep disturbances skyrocket. And here's the ugly reality. Alcohol's impact on estrogen and progesterone doesn't just mess with symptoms, it raises cancer risk even higher. Alcohol isn't just a fun weekend ritual, it's a legal poison that slowly hijacks your liver, brain, gut, hormones, and future. You may not feel it today. You might laugh it off tomorrow. But inside, every sip chips away at your body. The everyday hell you don't link to alcohol. You don't need to be an alcoholic to feel alcohol's damage. The truth is, even social drinking is quietly wrecking how you live day to day. Not in decades, not years, but tonight, tomorrow, and every damn week you repeat the cycle. Fake sleep equals to fake recovery. Alcohol tricks you into thinking it helps you sleep. Sure, you might knock out faster, but that's sedation, not rest. Whoop shows it messes with your sleep architecture, the natural rhythm of deep, REM, and restorative cycles your brain needs to reset. That's why you wake up at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling. That's why you sleep all night, but wake up groggy, unfocused, and dragging. The bed wasn't the problem. The booze was. Mood swings and anxiety amplified. Ever wake up after drinking and feel off? Irritable, anxious, or just stuck in a mental fog? That's not just the hangover. It's alcohol destabilizing your brain chemistry. Alcohol spikes cortisol, your stress hormone. It lowers serotonin. It screws with dopamine. The result? You feel anxious and restless, even on days you didn't drink. That Sunday scaries. Feeling? It's not just work stress. It's your brain trying to crawl out of the chemical mess alcohol left behind. The body you don't want. Alcohol shows up on your body. The calories add up fast. 150 calories in a glass of wine, 200 plus in a beer, and cocktails? Forget it. Multiply that by 3 or 4 a night, and suddenly you're pounding down the equivalent of a cheeseburger in liquid form. Whoop doesn't lie. Alcohol wrecks your recovery, meaning your workouts suck. Lower recovery equals to lower performance. So you're storing more fat, building less muscle, and wondering why the scale won't budge. Spoiler, it's the booze. Skin and aging. Look in the mirror after a heavy night out. Puffy eyes, dull skin, breakouts. That's dehydration, hormone chaos, and inflammation, all triggered by alcohol. Over time, alcohol accelerates aging. Wrinkles, sagging skin, poor healing. You're literally speeding up the clock on your face. Weak workouts and slower gains. Thinking you can just sweat it out the next day? Nope. Whoop data shows alcohol cuts into your aerobic capacity. Your muscles get less oxygen, your endurance tanks, your strength gains slow. And because recovery is compromised, every training session after a night of drinking does less for you. You're basically hitting the gym at half power. Hangovers, the daily explosion. That pounding headache, nausea, dry mouth, and anxiety spiral the next morning? That's not punishment from the universe, it's a hangover, which is really your body's chemical war zone. Dehydration, toxic byproducts, electrolyte imbalance, your body is literally fighting to clean up the poison you dumped into it. And the older you get, the worse hangovers hit. That's why what felt fun in your 20s becomes multi-day torture in your 30s and 40s. The real cost alcohol isn't just stealing your recovery score, it's stealing your focus, your energy, your body, your looks, your mood, your future. And the sick joke? Most people are paying money to feel worse, paying to age faster, paying to screw themselves up. Here's the truth bomb. Alcohol is marketed as fun, but it's robbing you blind. Whoop proves it. Every drink is data, and the data doesn't lie. Less energy, worse sleep, higher stress, faster aging. So don't keep guessing. Track your body, see the truth, and take back control. Right now, you can grab a Whoop device completely free with a 1 month of free membership. Link in the description. Get the data, get your life back, and stop letting alcohol play you for a fool. And if this woke you up, subscribe to the Ageless Protocol right now because we're dropping more hard-hitting, life-changing truths every week.